Hello, and welcome to the Pirate Reviews channel. I'm Shadowbane, your host today, and we'll be reviewing Arma 3 for the PC. Arma 3 is a massive military sandbox that allows you to experience true combat gameplay. Essentially, it is a military simulator. Arma 3 deploys a wide variety of single and multiplayer content, over 20 vehicles and 40 weapons, and a limitless opportunity for content creation through the Steam Workshop. This is the PC's premier military game. Authentic, diverse, open. Arma 3 sends you to war. When you get started in Arma 3, the first thing I would encourage you to do is take part and participate in the tutorial. There are many, and I emphasize many, different keyboard, shortcuts, and combinations of button presses that you need to familiarize yourself with. From the smallest compass coordinate to call out where the enemies are approaching, up into the largest vehicles that you can rain hellfire down upon your enemies, Arma 3 is a military simulator that stays true to its roots. The single-player experience in Arma 3 offers a variety of simulators, scenarios, and missions for you to play. There is also an in-depth VR environment where you can train and hone your skills. These single-player missions will include simple acts such as securing a town as a checkpoint, or more complex tasks such as underwater combat and infiltration. No matter your playstyle, from the guy who just uses rocket launchers to blow everything up, or the guy who just likes to sneak up behind his enemies and assassinate them, there's a little bit of something for everybody. In Arma 3, you never know what's about to happen. Just take this video.
Indeed. Oh God. I don't know, but I'm almost dead.
That was quite painful, and also very surprising. I tell you what, I was not expecting to come out of base and have artillery firing on my position like that. It surprised the heck out of me. The game mode I chose today for this video is King of the Hill. Essentially, 3 teams fight over a single point, and whoever can capture it and hold it the longest win. King of the Hill features an extensive unlock system. As you level up, you get new weapons, you unlock new gear, and you can buy new custom attachments for your guns. I actually, on the other hand, found that system was really frustrating. I had to use the stock generic gun for a long time before I could unlock anything else, and man, that gun sucked. The good news is, though, once you start leveling up, you will have access to a vast library of guns, weapons, equipment, and attachments.
Hey, does anybody have a helicopter? Or do I need to buy one?
There are several different types of assault rifles, sniper rifles, machine guns, heavy machine guns, grenades, everything. Just a ton of weapon options for you to choose. On the land aspect, there's tons of vehicles to choose from tanks to jeeps to Hummers. They have pretty much anything you can think of in Arma 3. As you just saw there, a warthog just came by and dropped a bomb on us. We thought we were dead, but it was only just getting started.
Yeah. It's coming back around for another pass.
I have to give this game high props. The ambience and the atmosphere just make you feel like you're in a war zone. The next couple of minutes of gameplay footage is completely devoted to that ambience and atmosphere. There are bombs blowing up around you, helicopters flying over in every direction, men parachuting from the skies, bullets coming from everywhere. It's insane, and it's awesome.
Shouts to the south.
In addition to the amazing atmosphere, the graphics are also gorgeous. There are also a ton of options for you to change your video settings. 1080p, 4K, a lower resolution. It's got everything you need. Distance rendering, everything. You can tell this is not a console port. Speaking of not being a console port,
Control, then right click, and
every single key in the game is fully customizable. You want your compass to be Q instead of K? You can do it. You want to make it where your helicopter movement is completely different than generic? You can change it all. The pitch, the roll, everything. A complete key binding system for every single control. In the video right now, you get to see just how bad I am with the stock gun in this game. I can't shoot the broad side of a barn. Is it just my bad playing? Probably, but not completely. You also have to take into account bullet drop, weapon sway, everything that you have to take into account in real life, as it is a military simulator. The good news, where recoil may be a bitch, you can always get more attachments, grips, scopes, everything you need to help customize your experience and your weapon to your playstyle. There are a variety of expansion packs already out for Arma. The Helicopters DLC, Carts, Zeus, and Marksman. The Helicopter DLC adds a couple of new helicopters for you to play with. These helicopters do not come stock in Arma 3. It also adds in a feature where you can sling load. That's basically where you hover a helicopter over a vehicle, you let down a cord, tie the vehicle, and then you can lift it off the ground with your helicopter. The Arma 3 Carts DLC is pretty straightforward. It adds in a bunch of go-karts for you to zoom around and play with. The last DLC I'll talk about is the Marksman. This is probably the best DLC for Arma. It adds in 7 new weapons, scopes, bipods, new ghillie suits, all kinds of good stuff. One of the things I really like about Arma, they don't force you to buy the DLCs. If you just have the base game, you will still receive platform updates all the time. Now, platform updates aren't like new guns or new vehicles. There are different things you can do. Maybe you can shoot out of a vehicle. That's a platform update. There's also new multiplayer modes and content like that. Those are platform updates, and those are absolutely free. Arma 3 is developed by Bohemia Interactive. Although Bohemia is not my favorite company with some of the things they've done in the past, I believe they are worth supporting with Arma 3. The only exception is that the price right now is just too high. Arma 3 is going on 2 years old, and to pay $60 for it, I wouldn't do it. Also, the DLCs are so damn expensive, they also aren't worth buying separately. The only way I can really recommend you buying it at this time is buying the Extended Edition. Now on Steam, the Extended Edition is $74.99. It's got all the DLCs, the base game, everything. Still too expensive for my blood. Instead of paying out that much money and buying it on Steam, I would shoot on over to G2A.com, pick up the Steam CD key for the Extended Edition for a cool $39. All in all, I had a fantastic time playing Arma. I absolutely love the Epoch mod for it, the Wasteland mod. All of these are fantastic reasons to buy the game. The mods are free. Once you have all the DLC and everything, you will have an amazing amount of stuff to play. Also, not featured in this video, there's about 8 other kinds of multiplayer matches out there. Capture islands, defend objectives, the King of the Hill as you saw. There's a lot of different things to do in multiplayer. It is a little hard to get on some servers, There are no servers for Arma 3. It's all pretty much community-driven servers. Some hosts are great, some are not. You will have a little bit of a difficult time finding the good ones. Some of the things like Capture the Islands, there's only a few servers that are actually active, so it's a little hard. Most of those servers were not in the US, so I did not give that game mode a try at all. But I mean, they're still out there. You can still find them. Some of them are a little bit more difficult than others. I hope you guys enjoyed my review for Arma 3. It's a good game. Pick it up for $39 if you can. You'll enjoy it if you like Battlefield or Call of Duty. I'd say Call of Duty is more for the youngsters, though, where Battlefield's maybe for more of the teenagers or people in their 20s. Arma, I would describe more as the adult shooter. It's a lot more complex. It's not as much. I mean, all shooters are kind of Twitch-based, but there's still a lot of tactics to be taken into account in Arma. So if you like that, pick it up. This has been Shadowbane for Pirate Reviews. You guys have a wonderful day. And if you liked the video, please subscribe.